Well, unfortunately for many people, the Emperor of Meme Kind has returned to power, and things aren't going well for them. Their feelings have been absolutely decimated. That horrible, horrible, poorly tanned man said that there were only two genders. Oh my god, it must be 2016 again. Terrible. Worcester, Massachusetts voted to become a sanctuary city for the transgendered and gender diverse people.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space.
This person goes from telling you they're scared to death of Trump. They only see him on a screen, instill such a level of fear that they then immediately threaten you with violence. It's like, if you don't do something I want, it won't be a safe space because the trans revolution will begin.
I'm shaking right now.
I thought I was shaking before. I am literally shaking so much more right now.
I don't want to be here. I'm sorry, am I taking too long pleading for my life?
Yes, this little human here looks incredibly unwell on multiple levels, and also didn't care to wash their hair. Jesus Christ. This public hearing is like watching a bit from The Onion back on YouTube 10 plus years ago. That's right. There was a time when this sort of stuff was completely satire.
In order to get answers, I knew I had to take a new tactic, appealing to man's most carnal desires.
Hey boy, you like what you see? You like? Oh, not again. Get away.
Oh, me? You don't know me. My name's Cherry Pie.
No, you're not. Get out of here.
You want sucky?
Oh, I'm calling the police.
Oh, someone please stop him.
But now it's our reality. We're being dragged headfirst into madness. And if you say things are going off the rails, someone immediately runs the room and calls you a fascist.
I don't even know what fascism is.
Nobody does.
You remembered how many children I have and that two of them are trans.
If two of your kids just randomly become trans, it's kind of strange, wouldn't you think? The law of averages would dictate it'd be much lower. Unless you live in LA. Oh, Buffalo Bill's here.
I speak as both the B and the T in the LGBT.
I can't believe someone cheered for that.
I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have narcolepsy, and I couldn't drive myself here, so I had to hide from my driver that I was in drag, which is not an easy thing to do in drag.
All right, so the gay squared kid with the blue wig, who just told us how the trans revolution would begin and no one will be safe, is now telling us how crippled they are on multiple levels, physically and mentally. But then again, it's on brand. It's like, oh, you're in trouble once we rise up. After my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome clears up and I beat narcolepsy with a side of autism.
I do not want to be here. It's my day off. I do not want to be in your DMs. I do not want to be in your email inboxes. I do not want my creativity writing diss tracks like Kendrick. I don't want to spend an hour applying glitter on my face so that you will hear and see me.
How I wish we didn't hear and see you. You ever notice how trans men never know how to be a man? They're running around with a glitter beard and makeup done by what appears to be a mortician that was criminally gay on the weekends. Is being laughed at by the two normal women. And this is the day off. You know what I do on my day off? I have fun. I do something I like. These people get a day off and it's like, time to run to City Hall and squeal like a pig. Oh, sweet Lord. I'm just going right past this guy who can't even formulate his own thoughts without pulling out his phone. And he talks with the same coherency and reading skills as Cardi B.
Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top.
She's a stupid bitch.
Look at me and tell me how many of my friends need to die before you do anything?
Please wrap up.
Look at me!
Okay, we're all done here.
Pathetic.
We're all done. Come on.
Look at that This person's a psychopath. You're blaming your friends possibly bubbling themselves on everyone else. That doesn't make sense. If I get fat from eating too many cookies, I can't blame society.
Be aware that you are a guest in my house when you come. And when you come, know that there are strong queer and trans people in my classroom who will collect you with the quickness.
What the hell does that even mean?
Daddy, chill.
Be aware, when you come, they will collect you with the quickness. I'm sure they will. Unless they have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and that day they felt narcoleptic. Everyone that has gotten up here to complain, squeal, bitch, and moan looks like they're genetically deficient. Not one single person looks like a paragon of human beauty or creativity. Everyone here looks like they're missing at least 2 chromosomes, which would lead one to believe maybe we shouldn't listen. They could be off the rails. You don't exactly use tools you know are broken, right? You don't drive a car that has faulty mechanics that could kill you. Why do we listen to faulty people? One might ask. But then again, these questions are seen as bigoted.
My name in drag is Dee Dee Delight. And my name out of drag is Dewey Cosgrove Atienza.
Laddie LaRouge, he, they, in drag, District 3.
My legal name is Olivia D'Ambrosio. My public name is Livy Scanlon. My wife and I own a home in the Canal District.
I speak as someone who is always misgendered, like, all the time.
No. You're telling me that people don't see you for the beautiful woman that you are? God forbid! These people must be blind. You are absolutely radiant, my dear. Tell me more.
People refer to me as sir when I prefer to be referred to as ma'am. I speak as someone who is afraid to use public toilets.
I'm afraid to see you in a public toilet. If I saw this person in the men's bathroom, I would turn around and leave. No questions asked. I wouldn't even risk it. Even while speaking, you know, something's off with this character. They're moving around as if they're dancing at 80s night. It makes no sense. You know they're up to something. You don't know what, but you know for certain it isn't good. Great.
We've got the place surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's been taking hundreds of photos over the years looking for skin that he liked. Then he was going to wear the skin around the house with his wiener tucked under, kind of like a woman.
Stop him!
I speak as someone who is a member of this community and is a queer person.
Would you misgender me? I wouldn't misgender me. I'd know I was a woman. I'd know I was a beautiful woman. Now I have to look at the dumpy lesbian say something.
You have to imagine being me and my wife, fearing that our marriage rights will be stripped away at any moment.
You know, marriage just, let's be real here, lesbian marriages end at like 70%. So, law of averages, there's a good shot your marriage would have ended anyway. I'm not saying your marriage should be taken from you. I'm just saying it's probably an inevitability. One day somebody brings out the wrong crackers and then it's 5 across the eyes.
Please, I only have so much time. Please, Joe's gonna cut me off.
Which matters more? Covering the legal fees of systemic police brutality or protecting the lives of queer people in our community?
What? I'm done. I quit. I can't even. This person has broken me. The cape, the bad hair. Why is it so hard to actually look like a woman or try? You know? I mean, there are makeup tutorials. No, I'm not even looking at this one. Nah, done. That's it. We are through here. I go any further, I'm going to say something too genuine and honest. And that's when YouTube's going to swoop in and beat the living hell out of me.
Look at that chin. Jesus Christ, it's like Robbie Rotten turned gay. Robbie Rotten becomes trans. Now there's an episode of Lazy Town I'd tune into.
Oh yeah, so there you go. If you think the rest of America is terrible and you're scared of Trump, even seeing him, you better go to Massachusetts for safe housing.